what do you think of the idea that there is a spirit of music or an energy of music, a bigger force that is behind all the creation of music of all kinds? And in fact, it's just tied to vibration and sound and feeling and emotion. How would that affect your life, your music making, and your playing and performing and creating? I am Marta Johnson. I'm a pianist, and I have spent so many years dealing with performance anxiety, and I have learned so many techniques for, better practicing, ways of releasing the fear and healing the fear. And one of the things I'm enjoying the most right now is this idea that there is a spirit of music that I can relate to when I'm practicing, when I'm creating, and when I'm performing. Prior to this idea, and early on in my journey of performance anxiety, life was just driven by the gig. It was driven by getting the notes right, perfectionism, worry about next dollars, and because of that, I was worried about perfectionism, because if I made wrong notes, then people might not hire me again. And it was kind of just lonely and a lot of pressure, and I burned out and dealt with a lot of performance anxiety and a lot of fear from engaging in music in that way. And now when I perform and I practice, there's such an enjoyment, or more enjoyment, that's growing over time, where I enjoy sitting down to practice. I just want to make sounds, I want to experiment, and I want to try learning the new things that I've been too afraid to learn. Like, I've been working on learning how to play the blues, and it's so much fun. And since I'm a classical pianist, and I grew up learning that the notes on the page were supreme, this has been so liberating. And it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, but there was like a fear of getting it wrong, pressure, all the same stuff that I just said. And now that I can relax more, there's curiosity, there's play, there's experimentation, there's less focus on getting it right. There's there's little licks that I want to learn that draw me in and entice me, rather than the pressure of getting the little licks right or getting it perfect. So I know a lot of musicians who've struggled with, losing their joy and their connection to music. And if this is you, I just have a lot of compassion for where you're at. I think a lot of the music world is driven by this individual mindset, all the pressure on one person. And, there's a lot of dysfunction and a lot of pressures that are put on people based on auditions, so many rejections, low pay. I know the classical music world, it's like the budgets are constantly shrinking, so unions are fighting to get enough money. And then there's like infighting and nasty comments and bitter colleagues and unpleasant directors, and like there's all sorts of problems. So whatever your situation is, wherever you feel constrained and tight and not enjoying music, what would it be like to bring in this idea of, I wonder if there's a bigger force here? And what happens if I can relax, open my body to trust that there's something bigger here, and allow that to be a co-creator and a partner, that it's not all on your shoulders to get the notes right. It's not only on you to make this performance come alive. Just see how that settles into your body, to your mind, to your spirit. And maybe it's appealing, maybe it's not appealing. Just see what resonates for you. And if you do like this idea, just see if you can relax your body even more, a little bit more right now, and open to sound, to vibration. There's sound everywhere around us. There's cicadas singing outside my window right now. Just letting that come into your body. When we can partner with music, it can turn into a healthy cycle of giving and receiving. We give out, we share our sounds, we share our creations, and we take in inspiration, we take in fresh energy, we take in partnership and support. See how that lands in your body, and if more opening and relaxing can happen with that idea. And if this appeals to you, I invite you to check out my website, innerartistry.space. There's more information there about music and other healing things I do, or reach out for a coaching. So many of us are trying to figure out how to do this stuff alone. And one of the best things I've done is get help and support from really wise people. I just came back from a Spirit of Music camp with Victor Wooten, who's this incredible bass player, and it has inspired me and filled me and renewed me. So see what kind of support you need. And if you do want to reach out, I offer a free 30-minute consultation to just check in and see if we're a good fit for each other. So thanks for taking the time to explore this idea with me, and wishing you all the best on your musical journey.